Terrifyingly beautiful.
You're gonna sing the intro.
It's a musical episode.
If this is gonna be a musical podcast, I'm totally out. I cannot hold a note to save my life.
Oh, well, I like to sing.
I love to sing. I just can't hold a note.
Yeah. I put on a full-blown production of Dreamgirls in the shower.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I sing like Celine Dion in the shower.
You do?
Yeah.
Like it's all coming back to you now?
It definitely, it's all coming back to, well, it actually really comes back to me. But no, I like Celine Dion. And then, well, you know, I think we had this conversation. Charisse, who now is a man, I guess.
Oh.
Remember her from the Philippines?
Yeah, I thought that was
David
a kind
Foster.
of sausage, Charisse.
No, is that chorizo or
Chorizo?
Yeah.
I don't know. Wait, we didn't introduce ourselves.
Oh, I'm Dave Robert.
And I'm Kevin O'Connell.
This is Terrifyingly Beautiful.
We're so goddamn professional.
We'll figure out this intro eventually.
No, I think we're a little hungover.
A little bit,
But
yeah.
we're also drinking.
Yeah, well, you have to have the hair of the dog.
Yes. So where did that statement come
I'm
from?
having more of the pelt of the dog as we speak.
Yeah,
but,
I left the dog upstairs. She's not here.
Oh my God,
I know.
Judy!
She'll be fine.
Yeah, mean parent.
What does that mean? Do you eat dog hair? I don't know how that
I have
statement...
no clue what that expression, what the root of that expression is.
Oh, I do know this. Hold
You
on.
do?
Yeah, it was like if you got bit by a dog and got like rabies, they would actually thought that if you took some of the hair of the dog,
Oh.
and yeah, that's where it comes from.
Well, there is some logic to that because, you know, anti-venom is basically venom, right?
Yeah. Even if I'm not right, I'm convincing.
So I was listening to Malcolm Gladwell's podcast, Revisionist History, and he had a whole episode this past week. Well, I listened to it this past week. It's probably an older episode around this World War II figure who was friends with Winston Churchill, and his whole like life methodology was, I will never back down, even if I know I'm wrong. Just because. Why not just kind of stay with the argument and manipulate my critics?
I hate those people.
No, it's just, yeah. What was his name? Lindemann, maybe, or something? Well, anyways, it was a fascinating podcast, but
Yep, but don't. Let's not like promote another podcast on this.
Well, no, you can't be selfish.
Oh, okay. Well, you can listen to that one after this one.
I believe in karma. If you're altruistic and you're generous to others, it'll come back to you tenfold.
That was just an SAT word. Altruistic. Good job.
Kind.
I know. I was really good. I got exactly the same on the math and the English on the SATs.
Oh no. So I was an English major and I got like a, I don't know, -45 on the SAT on the English part. Wait, what's the 200's the minimum score?
On the math part?
No, I got like a 740 on math.
Wow, that's good. 800 was perfect. The numbers are different now. It used to be 1600 was the perfect score.
For both, yeah.
But now it's like you can get a weird number. It's way more.
Well, don't they have 3 now? They have an analytic one?
You have to do an essay, too.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah.
No. I think my English was really, really like 400 something. It was horrible. I have a terrible... We've already talked about this. I have a terrible vocabulary.
I know, but you could probably look at any Pokemon and say its name. Right?
And all of the evolutionary names, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course, please.
Look at pictures of all the presidents and pick out Martin Van Buren.
Could you?
Oh, yeah. He's my favorite president.
I would do pretty well at that, actually. If you had, like 45 presidents now? I could probably get 35 of them.
Okay, so I always remember the
30.
one fact about William Taft was that he was so fat and got stuck in the bathtub, right? Like, I don't know why that's that fact.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But so someone was talking, and I don't know how this came up, but someone said Harriet Tubman, and they were like, yeah, he was one of the presidents. And I went, what? No, and they went.
Harriet Taft.
I went, are you thinking William Taft because he was the guy who got stuck in the Tubman? And they were like, yes. Yeah, so...
Well, doesn't Jimmy Kimmel do that? He goes out in the streets and like they test like, you know, students' knowledge of like U.S. history and
we're
it's, like,
stupid,
ridiculously dumb. And then they show a picture of like Lady Gaga and everybody gets it right.
Absolutely,
awesome.
Yeah, we're stupid. We're stupid.
Well, that's every generation though. I wouldn't be too hard on this generation.
Yeah, Martin Van Buren's rolling over in his grave. All right, what stressed you out this week?
Well, don't you want to do your housekeeping?
Oh yeah, housekeeping, fun stuff.
It is fun.
So the name of this podcast is Terrifyingly Beautiful. You know that. Our email's terrifyinglybeautiful@gmail.com.
Why you're so like checklisty?
It's boring and I hate self-promotion.
It's not boring. Why don't you? Here's how I would do it if I was the one in charge of this piece of the show. I would say, hey guys, we had some really great reviews this week from people who are listening to the podcast, and I wanted to say thank you for that.
That sounded fake.
It's always... Did it?
It sounded disingenuous. No?
That came from the heart, Kevin.
All right. No, we did get some good reviews.
It's because the ice
guys.
was rattling in the background. That's what made it disingenuous. No, I think we had like 2 or 3 reviews this week on iTunes, and they were really, really sweet, and we do appreciate it.
Yeah, just write us an email at Terrifyingly Beautiful, and just let us know who you were, and we'll send you the $20.
It's terrible. You can't pay for reviews.
Oh, well.
That's a big no-no in iTunes land. Oh my god, why would you ever do that? And the email's terrifyinglybeautiful@gmail.com.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Terrifyingly B on social media, Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah. By the way, is that fucking naming contest over for the bear?
Oh, I forgot to post the bear again. All right, I'll do it one more time.
Kevin, honestly, It's like the longest contest.
I know. Listen.
Don't give up.
I'm serious.
What's the prize?
It's the bear.
Oh.
No,
you said we were going to burn it and bury it in some way.
Well, that's if someone gave us money. I said we would send them the bear.
There's been no money.
We'll contact
What are they
them.
going to send the money to? You would. I tried to give my address and you yelled at me.
We will get a P.O. box so people can send us things.
Oh my god, this is a lot of work.
I'll do that.
A P.O. box?
Yeah.
You have to go there and manage it. Like open it and close it and lock it.
Oh.
It's a lot of work.
All right, we'll just hire someone to do that.
We need an intern. We should have intern auditions.
No. All right, so what stressed you out this week besides that conversation? Your ice is very noisy today.
It is. Sorry, I gotta put it down.
I like it.
Oh,
it sounds like chimes, like I'm in a spa.
Well, when I'm editing, we do very light editing. I don't edit much out, but I try to get rid of that noise. But I kind of like it.
Soothing.
Okay, so what stressed me out this week? It's gonna sound I don't know, kind of lame, but
usually
certainly.
Kidding.
If you weren't more than 4 feet away, I would smack you right now. I swear to God, I would. I'm at my wit's end right now. So I don't know if it's because the weather's been here in the Northeast, it's been last week it was 58. And
if you say pollen again,
I'm not going to say pollen.
Are we having our first fight on the air?
Yeah, oh my God. I'm not going to say fucking pollen. Okay. So if you let me actually finish my thought.
Well, it has to do with Philip Pullman's Dark Trilogy.
Okay, I won't say it then.
Does it really?
No, it does not.
Go ahead.
No, let me finish. So it's been fucking cold up here, and then today's 90 degrees, and so I woke up this morning and I had a scratchy throat.
Yeah.
And then this is the third time this spring, summer, I've had what I consider to be either cold or allergies. And the first thing I think of is oh my God, people who have frequent colds are either suffering from some debilitating chronic illness, like cancer or lupus.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing I thought of this morning. I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I have a scratchy throat.
You have lupus.
Well, I was thinking cancer at first, but my mind did go to lupus after. But isn't that what people say? Oh, how did you know you had cancer? Oh, I kept getting a cold. It wouldn't go away.
Yeah, but not every cold is cancer, David.
Well, obviously.
I know that's how your brain works.
But this is so I know it might sound like, I'm being insensitive to people who do have lupus and cancer, but this is what my mind works this way. I catastrophize it, and then I have to logically bring it back down to a realistic standpoint.
Yeah.
So I know I don't have cancer. Well, I am assuming I don't have cancer. It's probably just fucking the weather's screwing my system up. But
just take an emergency.
No, I took an Advil. This is the worst thing to do. An Advil cold and sinus, and I kind of knocked the whole thing. Crap. I know. It's bad for your liver.
Yeah, well, and it's just, you don't need all that crap.
So take what? Emergency?
Well, that's no good either.
I like the way it makes me feel.
Just drink some water and take a nap.
No.
Yes.
I did neti pot.
Oh, yeah, I like neti pots.
Yeah,
I thought I was drowning the first time I did it, but it was a good drowning.
Well, I didn't know. Yeah, well, yeah, you have to do it right. It's
do you do the salt in it?
You have to.
You don't have to.
You absolutely have to.
You
can't just pour. It burns your nose. You have to have the saline solution in there. You have
Some
to.
people, it's discomforting to them to put the saline in.
Then don't put it all in there. Just do it half.
Half.
You cannot do it. I forgot by mistake. I didn't put a packet in the neti pot, and I poured the water into my nostrils, and it burned. I can't.
Well, that was Kettle One.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, just a side note here. It's probably gross, but so I was doing the neti pot, and the stuff that came out of my nasal cavity would just
what? Like a coin?
Like Dory.
Oh.
Okay, flying. I was like,
Founder.
What the hell? No wonder I'm congested. Yeah, it was awful. It actually clogged the sink. It was so much crap in there.
Oh my God.
So obviously I'm
body?
suffering from something.
Yeah. Grossness.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
So what stressed you out?
I'm worried that my mind is shutting down.
Well, it's not a worry. It's true. It is shutting down.
No, it's not.
What do you mean shutting down? Like clinically? Like,
well, I worry when my brain does things that I'm like, no, this should not be happening. Like, so the thing that made me realize this and scared me, I was in the shower and I could not remember if I had
that's scary enough.
could not remember if I had just shampooed or not. Do you have like a routine? Like you choose like first you shampoo, then you do
wash my face first.
Okay, that's my
I don't
last.
shampoo every day though.
Okay.
I don't shampoo every day because someone told me said don't do it every day. It's bad for your hair. So I shampoo like every third day.
Oh, okay.
Unless I've gone to the gym and I'm really sweaty and my hair's all wet, I definitely will shampoo it, but I don't shampoo every day normally. But
what I'm concerned about is like I don't know if I just did something 30 seconds ago and I wonder why my brain is not working anymore.
We'll just re-shampoo.
I don't know. That seems like a lot of work.
It's always a waste of shampoo.
Yeah. Sometimes I've been so tired where I've put like the wrong product on the wrong like body part. Have you ever done that? Like you put face wash in your hair? Or...
I put hair conditioner on my face as moisturizer. And I was wondering why it was like so cakey. Like it was like crusting up. I'm like, what's going on? I go, oh my God, David, that's actually hair conditioner, you dumbass.
It's all the Provitamins. Remember those commercials?
Oh yeah, Provitamins. All that shit is bullshit, and there's evidence now, mounting evidence, that a lot of that crap you put on your skin in the shower and the shampoos actually are carcinogenic.
Oh, awesome!
Cancer.
Everything's carcinogenic.
Yeah, I actually saw a picture. Amounts. So my CrossFit, I belong to a CrossFit Facebook group for my gym, and somebody posted a plate of like ice cubes. It's like, I'm sitting down to enjoy my organic, non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free dinner. I was dying. Which is basically what it is.
There's a documentary on Netflix that everyone's talking about called What the Health. Have you seen this?
No.
All right, so 2 people I work with contacted me, and they were like, what do you think about this? Because it just seems... now we're vegetarians. And I was like, what is this all about? So I watched a little bit of it.
Okay.
They're claiming in it that every egg you eat is like smoking a cigarette. That's the amount of carcinogens that's in an egg.
A chicken egg?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know. The claims that they make in this are just so outlandish, and I looked a lot of it up online, and it's like according to like a study and like bullshit science. It's all veiled like veganism, like vehement militant veganism, like scare tactics.
Well,
baloney.
I could understand if you're raising your chickens like in a tobacco hut or something, or you're like, or a cigar bar.
I almost didn't spit up my drink. Oh my gosh.
I actually want to have a sip, but I'm now afraid the ice cubes are making a rattle. Oh my God.
This chicken tastes smooth.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what do chickens eat that's bad? They eat corn and shit off the ground. I mean, how bad can that be?
I know. Those like anti-smoking commercials stress me out with the people.
Don't.
It stresses me out.
You can't do that.
I can do it well though. That was a good impression.
It was very good, but you can't do that.
When they say like it's not mouth to mouth, it's mouth to stoma, that stresses me out.
I did not catch that in the commercial.
Yeah. And I don't know that, like, I really would...
Yeah, it's the lady with the wig, and
she died.
She died?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I don't know that I would really want to be able to give a stranger mouth to mouth, but that stresses me out, the thought of it, that, like, they've puked or... I don't know. Do you think
she died, though?
You're not listening to me now.
The Marlboro Man died, too, by the way.
Duh.
Cancer.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine.
So did Joe Camel.
He did?
Yeah. The cartoon's dead.
Do you know? So
he looks
I'm not
like
sure
a
if it's
dick.
true, but the camel's leg is a dick, basically. Yeah. Okay.
There's all hidden dicks in everything. Little Mermaid cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the dick on
not real. It just looked like it.
Oh God.
If you squint enough, everything looks like a dick.
Great. We went from GMO eggs to dicks.
Yeah.
Typical, terrifying, and beautiful.
That's the title of my biography.
Awesome. Well, so let's go back to what stressed you out.
Yeah.
I think it's normal. I mean, haven't you ever like got involved with, let's say you start dusting the furniture and then you get distracted and then you forget what you were doing in the first place because you were like 9 activities down.
Short-term memory loss like that? Or what about you've been driving and you're like, oh, how the hell did I get here?
Oh, it happens all the time.
That scares the crap out of me. And then I think I time traveled.
I was actually on the phone with my mom, hands-free, by the way.
You were driving hands-free?
Yeah, usually. I was talking to her hands-free. And I don't know what happened. I was at a red light, and I just assumed the light was green, and I went through it, and it was not green. It was red.
Oh, nice.
Because I just forgot where I was, and I forgot there was actually a light.
Mm-hmm. Yikes.
I should not be behind the wheel.
No.
I'm telling you. Oh my God.
All right. So I know the topic for this one.
I know.
We all know
this is the first time I think that you. Well, I announced it. Didn't I announce it?
Well, no, the 13 one we knew was coming.
Well, you know what's funny is that we talked about. So the topic this week is spiders.
Yeah. And
My
I
fear of
literally just killed one for you less than, however many minutes
As
ago.
we're going to post a picture on Instagram of our fucking audio equipment. I mean, it's a miracle we actually get on the air, to be honest with you. I'm staring at it right now. It's like 14 million cords plugged into various. Who knows why this works? So as we're doing that, I go, oh, look at the coincidence. Not irony, as we learned last week.
That's right.
The coincidence is spiders crawling across the couch toward me, trying to kill me.
It was crawling away from you.
It was crawling toward me at first, and then I shushed it away. But it's kind of a daddy long leg one, right? So I don't mind those ones. But anyways.
Love a daddy.
With long legs.
Flipping his hair. Someone said once that they are the most poisonous spiders, daddy long legs, but they're not able to bite humans.
Oh, no.
I need to Google that.
It's ridiculous.
Are there mommy long legs? Like mommy stub legs?
Yeah, they're tarantulas.
No.
What I was trying to say before is, it's my topic, is... When I had told you I wanted to do a thing on spiders, and you said, "Oh, and bees, we're going to follow that with bees and do a whole insects thing."
Yeah.
Spiders aren't insects.
No, they're arachnids.
They're arachnids, which is why it's called arachnophobia.
I know. It's just easier to say that they're insects, right?
No.
No?
Insects have 6 legs.
Ugh. You're going to do this?
I know. I meant, hello. All right. So, fear of spiders. So
we can't count. Animals can't be grouped by the amount of legs that they have because, like, cows aren't related to pigs.
They're mammals.
Yeah, but so are we. We only have 2 legs.
We actually have 4 legs. We just happen to be upright onto 2 of them.
Yeah. Is that true?
Well, you spend most of your time on your hands and knees. So.
Kangaroo. They only have 2.
They have 4.
No.
2 of them they used to punch. 2 to hop and 2 to punch.
First of all, kangaroos don't box. Like, that's cartoons.
Absolutely not. Go on YouTube and say, man who gets into a punching fight with a kangaroo.
Oh, I did see that.
Over his kid or whatever,
movie,
the dog.
Kangaroo Jack.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So they absolutely punch.
All right.
Okay, so quick little interesting factoid.
So by your theory, spiders and octopuses are in the same family.
No, they're not.
Number of legs, that's what you classify things as.
There's many differences between arachnids and insects. The leg count was just one of them.
Don't they call octopuses the spider of the sea?
No one calls it that. So I was listening to another podcast, Science Versus, and the plural of octopus is not octopi, as most people say, because that would be assuming that octopus is from Latin. It's actually from Greek, and so the correct pluralization is octopuses.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I have. That's all I got. Anyways.
Now you have something you can throw around at a dinner party.
Kevin, you won't believe what happened to me this past week.
What?
I got carded for a drink.
What?
Yes,
Were you at that restaurant with the blind waiters?
I'm 47. I ordered a cocktail, and the waitress was like, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to see your ID. And I was like, wow.
Well, we do look a lot younger than we are.
I agree.
I mean, I get all the time people are like, you're 38. I'm like, yeah, bitches. Oh, no kids. High five.
38?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Rude.
Yeah, I get that all the time, too. It's like, I would never have guessed that. So, but why is that?
I don't go in the sun a lot, and I moisturize.
I moisturize every day.
Yep, and I get that shit at 1ambeauty.com.
Well, of course you do. Why would you go for that?
Well, obviously, because we get a 25% discount, and so can our listeners by using the promo code BEAUTIFUL.
I have done that, actually. Yeah. And it's legit, and all the merchandise on their website, which is amazing.
I know. You can go on there and find something new every time.
I told you. Eye masks, face masks, moisturizers, toners, exfoliants.
I have an exfoliating cleanser from them right now that I use like every day, and
it's like
the Pharmaceuticals brand. It looks so good,
so good,
and it smells really good too.
I know. I use these. They're called Red Dragon's Blood eye masks.
That sounds very Game of Thronesy.
It's very Khaleesi.
Jeez. Well, it's working. So
exactly. So check it out. Yeah. 1ambeauty.com.
Go there. You'll get carded. We promise you. We
promo code beautiful. 25% off.
Yeah.
All right.
Check them out. Bye.
Bye. They have a movie, arachnophobia.
Yeah.
I mean, you hear about it all the time, but it's actually not very common. It only impacts about 3 to 6% of the population have a severe fear.
Disagree. Almost everyone I know is terrified of spiders.
Well, then it's probably a coincidence you happen to be hanging around people who are afraid of spiders.
Is there a Gallup poll or something? How do they know this?
Scientific poll. There's a whole arm of research at various academic institutions who focus exclusively on phobias.
Huh.
Now, I will say that they said 1 in 10 people in the world suffer from some type of phobia, and 40% of those have a phobia of insects or arachnids.
No, the other 90% of people are lying. Everyone has phobias about something.
Sure, but that's not part of the study, I guess.
Now I have a fear of liars and polls.
No. So,
spiders.
I have a couple of stories, and I'll pepper in some facts and stuff. So when I was doing some research, I was like, how many people die in the U.S. each year from spider bites?
Should I guess?
Yes.
Okay. Is it more than a 3-digit number?
It's like a game show.
It is now. Okay. I'm going to say it is 3,000 people die each year from spider bites.
From spiders?
Yeah. They're regressive.
Lower.
Oh, 2,990? No?
6.
6 people?
On average, obviously.
That's it?
Yeah. 6.6 to be exact. But
how do you 0.6 kill somebody?
Like your arm falls off? Or
And then what classified animal are you then?
A tripod.
Somewhere there's like a not paraplegic. What do they call it if you have no arms?
I have no clue.
I don't know.
Armless?
An armless kangaroo.
Yeah, 6. So I love doing research. So when you Google the most deadly animals in the U.S. based on how many
spiders
people
are animals, they're arachnids.
It's number 6 on the top 10 list.
What?
Spiders.
So what's the number 1?
Guess.
If it's fucking bees.
15,000 people a year die from this animal.
Bees.
No, bees is number 5.
15,000
bees is number 5 on the list, actually. It kills about 40 people
each
a year.
Die from this animal. A rat.
No, rats weren't even on the list.
Oh, well, bubonic plague. That was from the rats.
It's a bit of a trick question.
Is it like a bacteria?
Because we don't consider ourselves animals, but it's people. People kill the most people.
I would immediately hate that article.
Kevin, we're animals.
Only 15,000 people get killed by other people?
Murder.
Oh, well, there's other ways to kill someone. Right? With a car?
Yeah, like ask O.J. Simpson.
Whoa.
My God, this is dark.
Wait, no, he murdered someone in the traditional way.
No, you get away with it.
Oh. Can we get O.J. Simpson on this podcast? Do you think he'd do it?
Is he still alive?
Yes.
I was just joking. Because every time we talk about a celebrity, is that person dead, alive?
I go back and forth as to whether or not he did it.
I
really do. I know.
Come on.
I really don't. I love the idea that he didn't do it, though.
Oh my God, Kevin.
It's just so much more interesting if he didn't.
Like Pamela Smart in New Hampshire didn't, tell his kids to kill her husband. Yeah, okay, right.
Oh, I don't know that story.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Pamela Smart?
I know, I don't know.
You're probably too young. She was a school teacher.
Yes, you're correct. I'm too young
to know the story.
Oh.
So quick side note. Pamela Smart was a school teacher in New Hampshire.
This is not a spider.
Her husband was murdered, and it turns out that she was having an affair with one of her students, and she convinced the student and her friend to kill the husband.
Wow. Okay.
True story.
She sounds like a Black Widow.
Full circle. So, no. Humans are number 1, and then number 2, I think, was dogs.
Really?
Like pets.
Huh.
Yeah. So spiders. It's interesting because when I was doing some research, there are some experts, both psychologists and what do you call that? Anthropologists who study the evolution of humans.
Yeah.
So in a cultural aspect, there's 3 predominant theories as to why humans are afraid of spiders.
Right, because people are. It's like spiders and bees are the 2 insects. No one has a beetle phobia. No, I don't mean John and
Have you ever seen a June bug? Have you seen me around June bug?
Oh, yeah, or I know
God.
cockroaches, they're creepy, but no one's terrified of flies, ladybugs, right?
Well, how do you know? You don't know anybody. I'm sure somebody has a phobia of flies.
Yeah, I mean, there's people with fears of pickles. We've talked about this, but the one that's they're not going to make, beetle phobia, the movie, or pill
ladybug
bug
phobia.
Yeah, pill bugs from hell.
Bedbugs.
Bedbugs? Calm down.
God. What'd you put in that drink? I'm gonna get roofied over here. Jesus. Okay, so I'll walk you through the 3 predominant theories.
Oh, can I just guess? Because I think the way spiders move freak people out, and the webs freak people out.
The webs, no, but I think you're getting at the 3rd theory.
Okay. They move really creepy, and I guess the fact that you actually see them eating other dead things, that's creepy. No?
So the 3rd theory, the 3rd most common theory.
Well, go through all of them.
Well, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Well, you wanted to guess, and I'm telling you had one of them right.
Oh, okay.
So the 3rd theory is that humans are innately we're sort of designed to be afraid of, the word they used was angular things,
sharp edges.
And the legs are all bony, and the movement of them is kind of very jagged and kind of
That's why I'm afraid of old people.
Oh my god, walkers.
Yeah. They're basically spiders.
Yeah.
At that point, they have 8 legs.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you're counting your hand legs.
Unless you have a cane, then you have 5 legs.
Yeah.
What do you call that? Heptapod? No, that's 7.
Syncopod?
Oh, syncopod.
Is that right?
Probably.
Quadrupod?
That's 4.
Syncopod?
Anyways, way off topic, Kevin. Okay, the number 1 theory, and the most common theory that a lot of psychologists and clinicians kind of have rallied behind, is that it is just passed along generationally, that our early humans, sort of not like Neanderthals, but whatever that came after that. So they were smaller in stature and more fragile, and spiders were bigger and more venomous. And
how bigger?
I don't know, 5 to 10 times. Who knows?
Really?
Bigger and more venomous. I mean, I know it's.
Oh my god.
It's vague, but
yeah.
So their theory is that we've been sort of conditioned to be afraid of spiders because 200,000, 100,000, 50,000 years ago, whatever it is, they were a huge problem for us, and they were deadly, and they were they were a huge concern, right?
So they have spider fossils that I could look up.
I'm sure they do.
I need to look that up.
I have so many stories for you, Kevin.
Okay.
So the second theory is that it's part of our culture, that spiders have just been sort of pegged as, scary things, and they're always, part of horror movies and Halloween. And
but why?
Probably because what you talked about, they're just freaky looking, right?
Yeah,
they walk weird, and the
I'm telling you, the webs, you walk through a spider web, oh man.
A spider's on you.
Yeah, I walked through one today, and I was picking strands of it out of my hair at Starbucks.
That's my first story.
Really?
Where my first real, visceral fear of spiders came out of nowhere.
So how all right, let's give it a scale from 0 to 100. How badly are you afraid of spiders?
Well, it all depends on what kind of spider. So I can do a daddy long leg all day long.
Yeah.
No, tiny daddy long leg ones, no problem. I don't like the ones that can hear their joints creaking.
I've never heard a spider.
I have absolutely heard.
So arthritic spiders you're afraid of?
The ones that have knuckles and they have joints and shit. And you can see muscles and and they kind of trotting across the fucking floor. It's oh my god!
You're doing this whole thing with your hands. Yeah,
it's
this is
scary.
Audio only.
I like furry spiders.
Okay, but what level are we talking? Because I know a girl. I worked with a girl who literally, I wouldn't even see the spider. I would know there was a spider because she would immediately start crying and running.
My friend Jason is about a 98, 99.
Okay.
He can't even see a picture of a spider, and he goes into a huge meltdown. He just can't. It's not happening.
Oh,
I've gone so far. I've actually, as you know, I told you before, I've held a tarantula. I had a job at a pet store when I was in college.
Didn't you eat one?
And I ate one in Cambodia a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
sort of ate one. Sort of.
Just licked it.
Yeah. So I'm not opposed to putting myself in right in the middle of the fear. That's true flooding, by the way. But I don't like. I guess maybe it's a size issue. If it's bigger than a quarter.
Okay.
I somebody else has to take care of it.
See, I look at them I can take a spider. I could kill it. I can take you, in a fight but I don't like the ones that jump.
I only have 2 legs.
Yeah. I don't like the ones that jump because then I don't know where their movement's going to go.
Oh, there's jumping spiders.
I know, but then the ones that are I already told you this. I'm the spider killer. I just did it for you.
Mm-hmm.
I had to do it at work for when I worked with that girl. Because I always feel no, I can kill this. It's not going to bother me.
Yeah, the ones you find in your house, at least here, they're small. They tend to you see them on the ceiling in the corners, and they kind of making little webs and stuff. Those don't really bother me. It's like the substantial ones.
Well, first of all, anyone who picks it up on a note card and scoots it outside, go to hell, people. Kill it.
Well,
I know they're all
I have a rule of thumb. If it's outside, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. If it's inside, it's fair game. Sorry.
Yeah, you've invaded
you made the choice
my house.
to come inside. I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
So that actually is a great segue to my story I want to tell you about.
Maybe if you start paying fucking rent, Spider, I'll let you stay.
Yeah, well, there's some big spiders in this world, let me tell you. So when Pete and I bought our house in Connecticut, this is 2007, we bought a house that was essentially abandoned for 3 years. So the front lawn, the lawn around the house was 2.5 feet high because it hadn't been mowed in 3 years, right? It became essentially a meadow.
Mm-hmm.
So when we bought the house, we closed, and I was walking around the property, and I came back to the front steps, and Pete says, "Don't move. There was a fucking huge spider on your." It was like fall time in your sweater. Well, as soon as I heard spider, I went into full. My arms went into full propeller mode, and I was just swinging my arms around like crazy, and I was whip my clothes up. I was almost half naked in the driveway by the time I got.
That's actually how you get bit, though, right? When you make the sudden movement.
What would you do if someone said, "Don't move, you have a fucking huge spider on your shoulder, on your sweater"? I lost my mind.
See, a spider I would actually be okay, because then someone could get it. But if it was a bee on me, all bets are off.
Okay, well, that's a different topic.
Yeah, no.
So the spider was one. I forget the name of it. It was maybe a house meadow spider, a lawn spider. I don't know. It was big and white. It was big and white and yellow. And white, it was black, it had white dots and yellow dots, and it had big fucking legs. And all splayed out, it was probably bigger than a silver dollar.
Where the hell were you? Jumanji?
No, it was and Pete's "Oh my God, there's another one here. Another one here." The lawn was covered in these spiders. Oh. And so I was "Nope, I'm not moving in." So Pete's "We're moving in." I go, "No, I'm not moving in." And so he's "I'll call an exterminator." So the exterminator showed up the next day, and so he's walking around the property. He's "Well, what's your objective?" And I was "Well, realistically?" He's "Yeah." I go, "I would like everything that weighs less than 5 pounds to be dead in the property."
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's "Well, how much does your dog weigh?" I go, "She weighs 7.5 pounds."
Just made the cut.
And he's "Okay, well, that's ambitious, but let's see what we can do." And you should have seen, they sprayed the shit out of that place.
Yeah, that's not good.
I didn't see another insect the entire 2 years we lived there.
I do have this stuff that I spray that's called I don't remember the name of it. It spray the perimeter of your house every year.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It keeps
like
the
a
bugs away.
barrier thing.
Yeah. I don't know how that works.
Well, I saw a spider on the couch just a couple minutes ago, so obviously it's not working
inside.
very well.
I don't spray the inside of the house. The dog.
Well, it's supposed to prevent them from coming inside. That's the whole point.
I'm sure some can get on through the roof, David.
Well, anyways, these field spider things are terrifying.
Some of them can fly, right? Not really fly, but they let out kite things. It's called kiting. They squirt out their silk butt juice, and then they catch the wind, and that was
the story we saw. Spiders showering down, somewhere in Costa Rica or Brazil or wherever. It's no, that's not happening. No.
I like to think that that's clever, though, that they can do that.
It's a great evolutionary survival technique. Well, didn't it happen with Charlotte's Web? Didn't she have a little parachute or something?
All right, I love that movie.
Okay,
that's an SAT word, right? Salutations. What a pig. Some pig. Man, I cried when Charlotte died.
Oh, please, God. It's when Bambi's mom died.
But why? You should have been happy. You hated her.
No, but it was a cartoon, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Templeton the rat was super gay. It was voiced by Paul Lynde.
Oh my God. Yeah. Center Square.
Yes, absolutely.
I love that. Paul
Charlotte's
Lynde.
Web might be my root.
Your root?
Yeah, the reason why. Well, I know this.
Gay.
Yeah, or
gay. Big shocker.
It didn't turn me gay. It just made me realize, I want to be that bitchy rat.
You want to be Center Square.
I am Center Square.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm Whoopi Goldberg, though.
Oh my God.
Yeah, why not?
Well, then I can't be in the same team with you because there's only one person that could be in Center Square.
We can be like Penn and Teller.
Oh, pair up in the Center Square?
Yeah, but you get to be Teller and not talk. I'm getting the bitchiest face.
Oh my God.
We're fighting.
These ice are still kind of clanking around.
I know.
Oh my God.
Okay, so tell me more. Is this more personal stories?
Well, I told you the story in Wisconsin. I won't retell the whole thing, but so I don't know where it came from. It's embarrassing. And anybody who's actually been around me where a spider and I'll save it also for the B episode, I just don't do well around that. And I let out a colossal primal scream. I mean, the last time it came out, people in China heard it. It was that loud. And everybody laughs at me and like, oh my God, what a sissy. I go, I'm sorry. It's just, I can't help it. The thing is near me. It's going to kill me. I know it's going to bite me. I'll probably get an infection. I'm scared of it. I'm going to scream. It's a self-defense mechanism.
Why are they more attracted to you? You have 2 stories where spiders have landed on you.
The one in Wisconsin absolutely had it out for me. I mean, it could have landed on anybody. I was with Pete and Lisa and Amy, and it came right for me and lashed onto my sweater. Maybe it's a sweater issue.
Yeah, don't wear sweaters.
Oh my God. That one was really scary. Nobody else saw it. I can't believe that. It weighed like 5 pounds. But
were you wearing like a fly print?
No. Well, when we were in South Africa a couple of years ago, they did give you a little bit of a heads up when you checked into this tented camp, and they said, "Hey, if you leave your shoes out, don't put your feet back into the shoes until you shake them out."
Yeah.
Because
absolutely.
We have
that's good advice here.
We have like recluse spiders that love a shoe.
One of my good friends was bitten by a recluse spider and was hospitalized.
Yeah. Almost died.
Yeah.
Well, so I happened to kind of go on the internet and Googled like the most deadly spiders in the U.S. and like the recluse spiders were right up there.
Yeah, of course.
I couldn't go through the whole list because it was actually making me really anxious and I started to get sweaty because these spiders are like, they're here. Could be here right now. So I was like, why am I doing this to myself?
I think that they said like at any given moment there's like 800 spiders in your house. Just like somewhere. I think I read that somewhere. Sorry, you were like,
are you kidding me?
Peeing on my couch right now?
Oh my God, I just pooped my pants.
Yeah, there's some.
But spiders come in all shapes and sizes. Little tiny, microbial ones. Who fucking gives a shit about that? It's the big ones that like can take you down in a wrestling match. Those are the ones I'm scared of.
Do you remember like the scary stories where they thought it was a pimple and the spiders hatch?
Oh my God. Okay, so don't even get me started. I happen to be, doing my research and, I get obsessed with YouTube videos and, there's a YouTube video. If you just type in creepy spider under car door handle.
Oh, I've seen that.
It is the most terrifying thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Didn't they prove it was fake? I think they proved that someone faked it.
No, there's no way that was fake. No way.
I think it was CGI and they faked it.
It was like 2 Australian guys.
Yeah.
Where all the crazy spiders are.
Pretty sure that I saw that was faked.
Oh,
but
fuck.
There's another one where they like the mass of the daddy long legs where they touch it. It's just like a furry ball and they touch it and there's thousands of them.
How about the picture of have you heard of the camel spider?
I've heard of the camel toe. Deadly.
Equally as scary. No, the camel spider, but they had a picture that was going around the internet for a while, kind of went viral. The way in which the picture was taken, it was like an optical illusion. It looked like the spider was like fucking 10 feet long, but it actually is about as big as a deck of cards. But they're like actually not technically spiders. They're a cross between a spider and a scorpion, but they're real. But they're not venomous. They're kind of docile, but they are in the desert. So, but there's a lot of like misinformation about they attack soldiers who are in the Middle East and shit, and that's never happened. But
I think they also remember how they used to say like you swallow a spider when you sleep, like they crawl into you. That's also fake. So spiders are naturally, if they don't like air being blown on them, they consider it like a defense thing.
Turn off.
So if you see a spider and blow on it, obviously it'll run away. So you constantly have air moving through your nose and mouth.
If I blow on it, certainly will. All that vodka.
Yeah. So they don't like it, and they also don't like damp or wet environments because spiders don't do well in water.
Well, that's not true because one of the spiders that I was researching actually
can walk on water.
No, it actually gravitates towards watery, marshy areas because they actually like the water.
Oh.
And you've seen those little, like, when you had a pool when you're younger.
Those aren't spiders, though.
But they look like spiders. They kind of like skim across the top of the water, and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, Jesus bugs.
Yeah, they're very scary.
They can walk on water.
Okay. Yeah.
What
about the? Okay, so just you mentioned the spider in the mouth thing. What about like that rumor that people are going, if you eat canned soup, that the manufacturer or the USDA allows certain number of insects per.
It's coming. It's a whole episode of mine. It's on my list. Please stop.
Okay. Oh, that's not chicken soup. That's like fucking spider soup. Awesome.
Yeah. What about the thing that like the people buy like the grapes and they get it home and there's like a venomous spider from Colombia in the grapes?
Don't get me started. This happened to me actually. I bought this actually was a number of years ago. I was buying bananas that were actually wrapped in cellophane. They were prepackaged, so they weren't like. And I brought it home, and there's a fucking huge spider in the package.
Those are the bad ones.
The banana spiders.
Yeah.
That could have raped me. That's how big it was. I had nightmares for a year. I actually stopped eating bananas. There's no way. Can you imagine so people die from this in
Spider-Man Homecoming in theaters this weekend.
Don't.
It's true. Spider-Man is hot though. He's one of the hotter superheroes.
That little tiny English guy?
Oh yeah. Oh, he does it for me. Tom Holland. I mean, he's way too young for me.
From what was that little dancey Broadway show he did?
Billy Elliot? Yeah, well, he was a kid then, but didn't you see him do the Rihanna?
He's a kid now. He's like 19 years old, 20 years old.
Oh, well.
Yeah, the Rihanna was actually really funny. Umbrella.
Yeah, but Spider-Man has to be like fit in the spandex.
Well, Spider-Man is young, actually.
Yeah, he's a high schooler.
I know.
In the comic book.
Actually, Tobey Maguire, who originated the Spider-Man character, was a little too old. My friends who were into comic books, I had this conversation the other day with my friend Rob. He's like, yeah, the guy was too old.
So was Andrew Garfield.
He's kind of young.
Yeah, but I think, whatever. We're talking about Spider-Man. So do you think we can ever harvest spider silk and like make shit out of it?
I'm sure they do somewhere in some laboratory.
I saw a video where someone was milking a spider.
Fuck you.
Yeah. No, it's real.
Milking a spider?
To get the spider silk out, yeah. And they're like wrapping it around this thing. It's a real thing where they study it.
Just interesting. When I typed in when
spider
I googled
milk?
the deadliest spiders in the world, a tarantula didn't make the list at all.
They're not
poisonous.
No,
they're actually pretty docile. When I worked at that pet store when I was in college, it was called Exotic Fish and Pet. And we didn't sell like dogs and cats and bunnies and shit. We sold birds. We sold insects. Like,
well, a tarantula
we
you
sold
can throw.
Lizards, and we sold tarantulas and snakes.
You can throw one though, so that's not a big deal. If one gets on your hand, just throw it.
No, so this is the one. So when I was being trained to handle the tarantulas, because when somebody wanted to buy one as a pet, oh my god, you had to you
say get out of your parents' basement.
You had to
make better life choices.
Kevin, this is how scared I was. I had to put my hand on the fucking tarantula tank and pick it up and hand it over to somebody else who wanted to pet it, and so Russ, who was the owner of the pet store, said the only thing you have to understand is you cannot get scared and drop the spider. It'll implode. They're so fragile that if you dropped it out of your hand onto the floor, the tarantula would die.
Really?
It would splatter.
Well, now people know how to kill a tarantula.
Just throw it.
Yeah, exactly. Why don't they have like the claw game thing to pick them up? You put a quarter in?
No, I wore a glove. A big, huge, like one of those fireplace
oven
gloves. Yeah, like lead liner. I was like, oh hell no. Yeah. Oh god. No,
I've never been bitten by a spider.
Oh, I have. Well, how do you know?
I that's true. I don't know, but not bad enough where I would know.
They did say in my research that most of the spiders that you would, in your natural environment, encounter aren't strong enough to bite through human skin.
Really?
So they might be trying to bite you, but it's just not gonna. It's kind of pointless.
So the one that's around is like the brown recluse. That's one you got to worry about, right? And there's another one that's, I know the black widow, but there's another one that's like bad, like the barn spider or something.
The wolf spider.
Wolf spider, that's it.
Yeah.
But I feel like the recluse is a bad name because it's always around people, so it's not super good at being a recluse.
No, it's almost like hanging out in your shoes, and they also like to hang out in beds. They get under the sheets under your pillow.
No, stop.
Yeah,
that's gross.
I'm dead serious. And so most people who get bit by recluse spiders either get bit in the foot because they've slid their foot into a shoe, or they get bit while they're in bed. They lean over, roll over on it, and it bites you because you're rolling over on it.
Everyone listening to this right now is not going to sleep tonight.
Well, I'm not going to sleep tonight. I can tell you that right now.
But I mean, how often does that happen? Oh, it's only 6 people a year. Hedge your bets, people. You're fine.
Yeah, but that's 6 too many, to be honest with you.
What do we have to worry about? More about dogs?
Yes, dogs. Dogs kill like 50 people a year. And most of the people who die from dogs are killed by Rottweilers and Pit Bulls.
No, but that's mean, though. That's when people breed them to do that, and that's just because they're capable. They're not mean.
Oh, my God, please.
In general.
When's the last time you heard about a King Charles Spaniel killing somebody?
No, it's just because they're capable and they're bred that way. I'm telling you. They have a really bad rap.
Well,
Michael Vick.
We like to think that our dogs are all domesticated, but they are still animals, and even the most docile, gentle dog. I was just in P-Town this past week, Provincetown, Massachusetts, with a friend of mine, and I ran into an old friend who actually has a Rottweiler, and he's had it forever, and it attacked a dog this week.
Really?
He's had it for like 10 years.
I have a friend who was killed by a Pomeranian.
Your friend was killed by a Pomeranian?
Totally kidding. Trying to invalidate your point that any dog can be vicious.
Kissed to death. He got kissed to death?
Yeah. Oh, man. Pugged.
Yeah. He kissed him and he got an infection and died. I can see that happening.
I got pugged in a back alley. Pugs can't do shit.
Well, Tootie's going to kill somebody.
Oh, with her breath.
Yeah, exactly.
Poor thing.
Oh, my God. Well, so to answer your question, on a scale from 1 to 100, my fear of spiders is probably, I would say,
7.
Worst case scenario, it's in the 40s.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not that bad.
Well, it's not great.
That's not that bad. I mean, I guess you're not going to be able to avoid them completely. Like, spiders are around.
They're actually helpful, too, apparently. Eat all the other shit you don't want in their house.
Do spiders eat bees?
They do eat bees.
Oh, my God, I love spiders.
There's spiders that eat birds and rats and shit.
Yeah, I don't like that so much.
Like, that's really intense.
Yeah, I do knock down spider webs because I don't want my house to look like a haunted house.
I just vacuum them up with the vacuum.
Yeah, and I don't like when they make the little like furry ball where I don't know if they're like hatching eggs in that.
Of course they are.
Yeah, I don't like the thought of baby spiders.
No. Anything like eggy, bally around a spider, you kill immediately.
Yeah.
You torch it. You bring it out the back, you torch it. That's like millions of other little spiders that come out of that.
I know. Did you know a spider egg has as many carcinogens as a cigar?
Yeah, your eggs are probably carcinogens.
Oh my God.
So I wanted to bring that topic up because spiders do fucking freak me out.
Is there anything you can do to...
The last thing I wanted to tell you, because you didn't watch the movie, but if you are
What movie?
Enemy.
Oh.
With Jake Gyllenhaal.
I had to watch the beginning with the spider.
What?
At the very first scene, there's a spider.
Yeah. So if you want a really interesting movie, it's a little slow. It's definitely an art house movie. It's boring the first... Kevin, give it a chance. It's a short film. It's an hour and a half. But Jake Gyllenhaal is the lead character, and it's called Enemy. And if you want to freak the shit out of yourself around spiders, I would recommend the movie to you.
Okay.
Give it a chance. The last 5 minutes of that movie will, if you're afraid of spiders, will fuck you up for a long time. I saw it last year. I'm still thinking about it.
Do you know how to keep spiders like away in your house? Do you have any tips for that?
Don't you do like with ticks too, like lavender spray or eucalyptus spray?
They say like those essential oils, like peppermint, tea
lavender,
tree, lemon oil.
I spray my dogs with you gotta be careful because dogs can get poisoned by that shit. But I do spray the dogs down with lavender before they go outside.
So spiders don't like that smell? Is that it?
They smell?
I don't know. What does spiders smell like? What does a spider taste like?
Like barbecue sauce.
What?
Well, the one I ate had barbecue sauce.
Oh. Oh, really?
like a spicy, like a Thai thing. I don't know.
Oh.
Ask Michael Burchell. He may have had the two. Oh, was he with me then?
I feel like they were going to be nutty. It's going to taste like a walnut.
It tasted like you ripped out like a shrub in the backyard and you roasted it over the fire and you put barbecue sauce on it. It was crunchy and disgusting.
I hope I'm never that hungry.
People eat them. I guess it's a delicacy. They were not cheap.
You can buy it online, like freeze dried on Amazon.
Don't.
You can. It's a thing. I've seen it. I've watched.
At that pet store. So I told you about. So Russ would order like these really exotic animals from like South America and from Central America. And so one day, this like Tupperware container showed up and it had a big caution sign on it. And because he would buy stuff and they'd give like a bonus thing, a bonus shipment, and it was a scorpion. It's a little bit off topic. It was like fluorescent green. It was
another arachnid.
It was super tiny, but it had a huge pincher on it because tail on it. So I was the one who was like putting critters in cages, and he saw it, and he's like, "Do not open that." I go, "Oh my god, what's going on?" He's like, "Do not open that container. This is a huge mistake to ship in." He's like, "That thing is seriously dangerous." He's like, "I can't believe this was shipped up here as a pet." And he's like, "Look how big."
I don't like this.
And so look how big that pincer is. He's like, "Do not open that container." And so he put it in the freezer and froze it because he was like so terrified of it.
That just puts them into suspended animation. Bugs can survive freezing, and when you defrost them, they are back alive.
Well, it probably killed somebody then because it was in the
I
freezer
learned this from experience.
Really? You froze something?
Yes, I told you many episodes ago I had to do that thing where you had to put the bugs on the thing.
Oh, so yeah, the butterflies and shit.
So they wouldn't, the project went over a course of like a month. So I would put them in would like stun them with like hairspray or something. And then I thought if I freeze them, that would be like a nice way for them to die. But then when we defrosted it, they were alive. Yeah, it's a real thing.
Are you kidding me?
No, I wish I was, but I'm
that
not.
scorpion's still alive then because it was like 100 years ago, but I'm not sure how long scorpions live. It can't be more than 5 years.
I hope not. That's elderly spiders. That's the ones with the joints cracking.
Oh god, don't.
You sent me a video of a blue spider recently.
Yes, we should post that.
Is that real?
I don't know. Well, if the spider under the car door handle is not real, then that thing's probably not real.
Yeah, there's a lot of fake spider stuff.
But we should do some like some pictures of spiders on our Instagram.
I will. The last episode was hard. The heights one didn't really do well with pictures.
You could have posted like those pictures from Dubai where everybody's on top of the buildings, like, and you see the.
I couldn't even pull them up to look at it. What's that like thing in the hotel in Las Vegas where it's like a glass?
No.
Fuck that. That's stupid.
How about the pool? I saw it. So now we're going back in the topic. The pool that has a glass bottom and it's like 60 floors above the ground, and so when you're in the pool, it looks like you're floating over the city.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
It's a real thing.
I'd rather be in a spider pool.
Me too. It's a real thing. Ugh. No.
That'd be gross if you were skinny dipping in that and looking up and just seeing all the bits.
Don't.
It's true.
Don't. I will say that. Although I am afraid of spiders, and I'm not sure it's going to go away. I don't allow it. I mean, listen, I held one in my hand, a tarantula in my hand.
Yeah,
and I ate one. So
you won.
I win. Yes. So,
Spiders 0. David won.
Yeah, David won. Well, heights. David won as well.
I don't know. I guess if I saw a lot of spiders, I'd be like, something's up. But every now and then they don't bother me. I mean, they creep me out. Like, I don't want them on me.
Of course not. But
I'm not freaked out. I don't run crying.
Oh, well, I didn't say I was crying.
I know, but I know someone does that. Kristen.
Well, Jason, wait until we get to the B episode. Then we'll see it.
No,
I to change.
I'm like scared of even talking about it, and that's coming next. Like, the bee thing is
next.
It makes me shameful for how afraid of bees I am.
You know what? Fuck bees.
I know. I'm a grown goddamn man, and I'm afraid of something. I like their colors.
Well, today, we haven't even gone this topic yet, but it must be dragonfly mating season.
They're all everywhere.
Yes, and one of them bounced off my forehead today. I was out in the back patio of my house, and I so panicked that it hit. I thought it was going to cling on to me, that I like froze. I couldn't even scream because my vocal cord shut down.
My grandmother called them sewing needles and used to say that they would sew your mouth shut.
Absolutely.
What the fuck is that? That's a horrifying thing.
That's like
I know.
Very scary. Oh, grandma.
I know.
Was it the mean one?
It's the mean one.
Oh yeah, well that makes sense.
Yep. She's coming up in the next episode too.
She is?
Yep.
About bees?
Yep.
Ooh.
It's the only time I ever got stung by a bee was at her house.
You've only been stung once and you're afraid of bees.
Oh yeah, because I just literally, if I see a bee, I lock myself into bee-free areas.
Okay, I'll say because I've been stung way more than once. Recently, actually, I got stung twice in the same day.
Nope. I saw a bee today at my parents' house. They were like, come look at our garden. I saw a bee, and I went inside. I was like,
fuck you.
I'll look through the window. I've seen plants.
How did you get Lyme disease?
Like, I know. I don't know how.
Oh my god.
Another arachnid.
All right, well, so let's wrap this up. So if anybody's listening who's afraid of spiders, I can tell you that it is something you can deal with. I would not recommend
just eat one.
The flooding approach, which you eat one or to hold one, but I would, my friend Jason, we talk about this, look at pictures, maybe hold a picture. Our friend Claire, who's going to be on pretty soon, the psychologist, she's like, we would normally hold a picture of it, sort of like, incrementally get people used to it. This is one you can get over, I think.
Yeah, and just remember, you can take a spider. You can
take a bee. You can.
You can take a spider, like you can fucking kill it because you are big. If you meet a spider that is bigger than you,
but is that the interesting part though, Kevin? That it's like the elephant being scared of a mouse. It's like there's no logic in that at all. I mean, the elephant's like weighs like 1,000 times more than the stupid mouse does. But like, why are we afraid? I mean, 160-pound man afraid of a 1-ounce spider?
I don't know. So if you see, really invest in like a really good dust buster, right?
Oh yeah,
they're great against spiders.
Oh yeah, my cartridge right now is full of spiders and insects. I sucked a moth up yesterday. I mean, the thing's probably like, still alive in that stupid, vacuum container, but it was really annoying me. It was actually caught in a spider web, and I was like, oh my god, I can't be bothered. So I kind of sucked it up with the vacuum cleaner.
Oh. Sorry, I'm not home right now. I'm walking into spider webs.
That's right. All right. Well, thanks for listening. I hope this was somewhat helpful. I don't know, spider shit, but check on your pillow tonight before you go to bed.
That's fucked up. Don't. That's why I couldn't see Gremlins as a child.
You got to. Well, and also under the toilet seat, you've all seen those fucking videos on YouTube where someone didn't lift the toilet seat and there's a huge fucking spider between the toilet lid and the. Oh my god, no way.
That's gross.
It happens.
I know.
It happens. Gross. It happens. All right. Well, don't forget, life's crazy.
But you don't have to be.
But you are.
I know. But I'm helping other people.
We're living for that, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and my 2 legs.
No, you have 4 legs. You have 4 limbs.
I got 3 legs, David.
Yeah, you're a real tripod.
It's so gross.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, go eat some spiders.
Oh. Yeah, they do crackle.
They don't.
You have never heard a crackle spider before?
No.
Kevin.